It is a good day to make a terrible decision. Smart car is freed from its home. Here's the seats. It is many hours later. The car has not moved very far, just from there to here. We cannot get it in neutral, so we flipped it around and are trying to put it on backwards, but when the tires are bad, so we have to swap the tires around, put a valve stem in. Yeah, this may not be a great idea. It is the next morning, and somehow this hasn't gotten any better looking or a better idea to buy. The tarp is there because it's missing the window that keeps the water out. So there's water in there. So I did that last night because all the electronics are right there. So this may or may not ever run again because I forgot about that. And now to take the tour onto the inside of the car, which doesn't really look any better than the outside, especially the sunroofs that are, as far as I can tell, like RV windows that are just kind of glued on. As far as I know, they leak, which doesn't surprise me. Oh, and this is the plexiglass side window, which I'm going to try to replace with a real one, because that's not supposed to do that. And I just did notice if you shake the car, you can see water come through the sunroof, which is nice. And you may be wondering, what is going on with this? And I don't really know either, but as far as I know, the actual intake for these cars comes in through there. And this is just all extra, that I'm not really sure why it's there. It managed to break the trim piece there, which I probably won't ever replace. The spoiler, it's just like glued on, I think. I'm kind of surprised it stayed on the drive home, especially going backwards. It's got these really nice fake carbon fiber end pieces that were wedged into that motorhome. We've got these fancy Yakima crossbars that are drywall screwed into the roof, not secure at all, not at all lined up with the other one. And of course, a light bar that is once again drywall screwed into the car. And it says WAR on there, which is, I don't have a reason for that. And of course, no wipers, because who needs those in the Pacific Northwest? We just like having little lines up the windshield where they should be. And of course, a Jaguar badge, because every smart car needs that. And whatever this is, I have no idea. And I taped this on there because I don't think that would have stayed on there. You can pull it right off. And this is actually the front left tire. I put the back one on there so it would roll down the highway, because the valve stem is done in this one. And I got a new valve stem, and then I really couldn't be bothered to change it out, so I just swapped the wheels around. And I don't really have any idea what's going on back here. I don't know what this is. I mean, this is just a receiver just welded to something. I don't know if that's factory. I don't know what the holder is. I don't know what that threaded part is. I have not looked underneath there, nor do I care to. And this model also comes with the locking fuel door, which is drywall screwed and very secure. This also comes equipped with a third mirror inside on the dash for whatever reason. Got it off a dolly, and I'm just now noticing that the right rear wheel is not at all where it's supposed to be. So that's another thing to look into. They say stupid problems require stupid solutions, and this current stupid problem is the tire's flat and I don't feel like filling it up, and it's stuck in gear and I can't get it out. So I'm going to drag it forward with this car, put it over there, then move that car out, put it somewhere else, and probably forget about it for a while until I need to go buy something else. And then I'll use another car or a quad or something to pull it in there. Show the removal of this panel, which some of my fantastic black paint is coming off, which I'm deeply saddened by. Oh no, that's coming off too. That's So weird. That part came off with less challenge yesterday. All right, and as every smart car owner knows, the perfect place to attach a tow bar is to this plastic piece, because that's what I feel like doing. And the other side is going to my hitch on my Miata. Tow vehicle engaged. Okay. The Miata may not be a torque monster, but it'll do. Speed. Oh, that's too much speed. Next step, getting this out of the way. Dolly is back home. Now to get the Chevy back wherever I feel like putting it. The Chevy can go by the Dodge for now. Tow rig number 2 for the day. Yes. Alright, here goes nothing. Oh. One of these is here. There we go. Back to the Chevy, because the quad can't seem to quite pull it well enough. Current goal is to straighten it out so I can pull it back with the quad without the wheels being turned. Oh, straightened out by itself. That's not what I wanted. Alright, the car's somewhat straightened out. Let's try this one more time. Progress is being made. Not great progress, but progress. Smart Force 1 is indoors, probably for the first time in its life. And when I say indoors, I of course am excluding motorhomes from being in that category. New day, same mistake. Somehow this has not gotten really any better looking overnight again, but some pieces have been removed. I had some friends over the other night and kind of went to town on it just a little bit. Broke a lot of things, removed a lot of things, played tic-tac-toe in multiple places. I didn't win. Kyle won. He's better at tic-tac-toe than I am. We broke the windshield again because it's really funny when you do this. Makes a nice little sound.
Easy dubs, baby. That's winner, winner.
Something I did notice is that I assumed that with these screws in the gas cap, it must have been broken and not staying closed, but no, it works just fine. It was just screwed shut, so no one would steal like the 2 or 3 gallons of gas the thing holds. I have no idea. Now the spoiler. I've had some people tell me I should put it back on because they think it's funny. I don't think I'm going to be doing that, but somehow it's not broken. It's pretty rough, but I think it might be the only part of this car that is not broken, which is impressive. This was the assembly of roof racks that was on the roof. This one here would be screwed directly into the roof, just with an assortment of screws of a sort. And then attached to that was a set of Yakima ski thingies, which is what I assume. I don't ski, so I don't know, but those are not staying, obviously. This thing goes here, and we ripped it off because it was funny. This was part of the intake. That thing went there, and then this went something like that. Still can't really figure out why, and it was resting on something. Aha, found it. This, which I don't know what it is. I don't know where it came from. It's metal. The intake was resting on that. My thought was like something for a boat, but I don't know. Now, as for my intentions with this pile of automotive art, some would say, is I don't know, I've got a lot of ideas. Some of them are terrible. Most of them are terrible. Yeah, all of them are really bad. But some of them revolve around lifting it. But then I thought, oh wait, I already did that. I lifted a Miata over there. And then some of them revolve around putting a different engine in it. But I already did that. And it's not finished. And you can guess the progress because it's sitting in the corner. It hasn't moved for a while. So I don't really know, but there's a guy local to me who has some parts for it. I'm going to try and buy as many parts as he has. I found that this roof panel is plastic, so you can actually remove it. It's bonded on there. So I'll try to get that from him if he still has it, and then I can be done with all of that. Obviously, this panel is going to need to be replaced. I'm hoping he still has this, or I can probably find this on eBay, because that won't really buff out. And of course, a new window for here. And very importantly is a new set of seats, because I don't want to sit in these seats. And, as you may have guessed, a new bumper, or at least this cover. And some new tires, hopefully some wheels and tires if I can find, or I just have to bite the bullet and order the correct size. Unless I can think of something funny to put on there, like some adapters to some four-lug stuff, but I really don't think it's worth it. A new light, I think, will be required as well. Now, I had not noticed these before last night, but on both sides, on this part of the car, there's just an O logo, which I don't want. Go. And there's remnants of a tarp screwed into the car, kind of all over. I'm not really sure why the tarp had to be screwed down in so many different spots, or even to be there, although maybe it was covering the sunroof, but tarp's gone. Its sunroof still leaks. I don't know why the tarp would be gone. I'm going to do it again. It's funny. And I have been informed that this war logo, upon closer inspection, looks like a Ram logo with the M upside down. That's why the W looks so strange. I don't know what XV means. There's a heavy duty logo there. Don't know what that means. This car is not heavy duty. And for a nice little surprise, overnight, this thing has decided to just leak a bunch of oil out. So that's really good. And to add some reasoning to why I have this and why it's so bad, as far as I can tell, all the research I've done, this is the cheapest smart car in the country that I've been able to find by a pretty good margin. In theory, it runs, but this is the cheapest one I could find that was complete and not being parted out. So still probably too much at $1,200. I think anyone with a brain would probably not pay that for it. It was less than what he was asking, but probably too much. But whatever. But anyways, that will do it for this episode of What Has My Life Come To. Join me next time where there's a chance that I will get some parts for it and fix it, or I could just shoot it. You'll have to wait and find out. Thanks for watching.